Hello my lovelies, Sophia here. I'm just going to drop into the chat some bits here. Hello Iman, sorry I've been away my lovely, so I didn't come on live. Hello Reshma, how are you? I can't remember if I turned my volume up on it. No. There we go. Get comfortable. Hope you've all had a good weekend where possible. Okay, my lovely. Take your time. I've only just come on here, so plenty of time. No rush. Thank you for the likes, my lovelies. And you just got on here. Thank you, it's appreciated. Don't forget to check out my playlists. There's pick a card readings. There's celebrities who have passed into spirit. There might be your favourite one in there. There is also a Get Them Back playlist. Help you get somebody back into your life. And in the description box below the video, any of my video is a list of services I provide that might help you as well, because I don't just do love readings and general readings. I do past life readings. I do connecting with loved ones in spirit, pets in spirit, loved ones that are here, pets that are here. I also do mentoring, coaching, if you like life coaching. So all the details are in the description box below, my lovelies, and also an intuitive tarot course. But I hope you've all had a lovely weekend. And let's see what the week ahead brings. Okay, still not got anything from Iman, but that's okay. Told her to take her time. Just drop some bits that I just talked about with the links into the chat. Okay. Hello, my lovelies. This is paid readings only for this session. Yes, they're paid readings only in this session today. I have dropped in the chat quite a few things there. Different playlists that might help you. Also below any of my videos in the description box is also more information on what I do that might help you, my lovelies. Hopefully you've had a lovely weekend, getting ready for the week ahead. Everybody's very quiet at the moment. Very quiet. Hello, Simply Sugar, my lovely. Okay, Rashma, let me see one. Okay. Rashma, my lovely. And okay, man, just take your time. Which pile are you drawn to, Rashma? Rashma, which pile, my lovely? For any of you that have joined in, I'm just about to do Reshma's reading. I'm just waiting on which pile she wants. But also do check out the playlists. I've put a load of links in the chat and also in the description box below the video. Okay, you're definitely reacting back to the 3D. So this is always about watching your thoughts. Yeah, and again, thoughts here. Okay, thoughts. I'm trying to ask about his energy regarding your birthday and that, but it's coming back to your thoughts. Okay, and I'm going to mention this on Instagram because I'm getting a lot of people saying, yeah, but I never had that thought. It doesn't matter. You don't have to have that particular thought. Okay, it's your expectations and assumptions. Okay, remember, anything that's still old will still be there until you stop reacting to it. Okay, so Spirit is saying you reacted back to the 3D, so your all hands are tied, okay, by your thoughts again, and then you're lying on these bed of thoughts, worrying and stressing and you know, reacting here. So remember, you're not being tested. Your 3D and people in it is just a reflection of what's going on within you. So by now, Spirit is saying, by keep reacting, you know not to get triggered by this. Okay, or else by putting the emotions back into it, you've reignited it. So you're going to expect more things. So you've relit it again for him to come and do something that's going to piss you off again. Okay, because you didn't replace it straight away with a new story. Okay, it's not about flipping thoughts. It's like, yeah, that's the old story. Okay, yeah, he might have done that, or he used to do this, but it doesn't matter. Okay, I know I'm good enough. He wished me it next day. Okay, so he did do it, okay, but you've put so much emphasis on the timing of it. Well, we always used to do this. That, you know, again, that's coming from judgmental. That's not coming from loving energy, is it? Because he did do it, you know, he did do it. He didn't completely forget. But you're judging him for that time. So Spirit is saying, yes, I know, but that's where, because you know the law, is where you are the observer. You don't have to get sucked back into that cycle or thoughts or whatever. Remember, you're just observing them. You can't stop the thoughts. So you just say, well, that's not what I want. This is what I want. Okay, but I'm still coming from that loving energy. Again, you know, you're not doing, it's about who you are being, not what you're trying to manipulate in your mind's thoughts to get that person to do something. That's why it doesn't work. Okay, you're not there. He will ring me today. He will do this today. I'm willing him that he's going to ring me today. Okay, it doesn't work like that. It's who you're being. Yeah, here we are again. Another swords. Look at all these swords. The 8, the 9 and the 10. Pinning yourself down, feeling like you're too triggered and, you know, with your old thoughts and patterns. And again, if that's been playing heavily on your mind, look what got pushed out. Everything is what gets pushed out. Okay, we know he's not happy there. Okay, so again, that's you coming back from your human ego saying, well, he obviously prefers her than me because it's her birthday the next day and look what I fucking got. Okay, that's not coming from the unconditional love. That's not from you feeling in that loving relationship. That's you going back and getting sucked back into the 3D, is what Spirit is trying to tell you. Okay. And Spirit is saying to me here, I'm sorry, who? Okay, because haven't they told you that if you focus on third parties, you're keeping them there? Okay, by now the third party isn't in your world of where you two are together. Okay? Yeah, so again, pouring your emotions away. Sat there ruining your day, sort of thing, by getting caught up in your emotions. So again, you reacted to the 3D. Look what you focused on. Remember, we shift timelines all day long. Okay, so again, it's how you handled it is what happened for the rest of the day, feeling like crap. Okay, he sends me a birthday wish. Who gives a fuck? It's a bit late now. Instead of, oh, he wished me happy birthday because he loves me and adores me. Okay, so you were coming from your ego self, not from your loving self. Okay, that's what Spirit is saying here. Remember, nothing is ruined. You just fell out of the state. You just get yourself back into it. Just like if you're riding a bicycle, you fall off your bicycle, you get up and you put yourself back on it and carry on. Okay, the state where you two are together is there. It always will be. Okay, just because you fell out of it, you just get back into the state. So again, when the old comes up, Spirit is saying, when the old comes back up, you just observe it. I don't live there anymore. I'm not affected by that anymore. I don't have to be sucked into those thoughts and feelings anymore. Okay, I'm replacing it with the new story. Okay, he wished me happy birthday. Of course he does. He's my husband. He's my loving partner. He loves me and adores me. He always spoils me. Remember, everything is done within before you see it in the 3D. So if you're not doing it within, how can it show up? Okay. I'm sorry, who is she? That person doesn't exist in my reality, and that person has nothing to do with my SP's life. There's no one like that in my SP's life. There's no one like that in my reality. That's how you ignore it. Because if you're focusing back on her, you've fallen out of the state where the two of you are together. And if the two of you are in a loving romantic relationship, which is already done and dusted, okay, and you've just fallen back out of that state into the reality where suddenly she's still there, okay, then you're going to have a shit day, because in it, you're second best. Remember, everything is done within, Reshma. If you want to change what the reflection in the mirror looks like, you don't do anything with the mirror. You can smash the mirror. It doesn't matter. You're not going to see a change in there till you've changed your top or your clothes or your hairstyle or your makeup. That's what you're going to see reflected back. This is why Neville said there's no one to change but self. It's who you're saying you are. Okay? So again, by embracing the changes and putting your energy onto just the two of you being in a loving relationship, you will see the changes. Okay, they're saying you know it all. You passed the exam, remember. Okay, you went from the apprentice to the witch that knows it all, who's confident, who knows all the tools in her bag. Remember, the techniques, even the affirmations, what you're affirming to yourself, is just to remind you of who you are. Okay? No, you haven't undone anything. This is where you're thinking, oh, I fucked it all up. I fucked my diet up. I had a chocolate bar and now that's it. I've fucked my whole diet up. I've been good and on lettuce and salads and healthy eating and veg for a month or 2 months now, or even 3, but I had one chocolate bar and now my diet's gone to ruin. No, Spirit is saying it doesn't work like that. The state is still there. You just put yourself back into it by, who am I? I am Reshma, who is in a loving, beautiful, committed relationship with him. You revise the story. He wished me a happy birthday, which he did. Okay, you're the one putting the conditions on it for the timing and, you know, feeling let down and disappointed. I'm married. Okay, and on quite a few birthdays, my hubby's got up, gone to work without saying happy birthday. There's been some years he hasn't even bought me a birthday card, or I haven't bothered with him. Okay, it's that caught up in the ego, Spirit is saying. Okay, nothing is broken, nothing is lost. You just, right, okay, chocolate bar eaten, so I'll just get back on my diet. Okay, so going back, embracing the story you do want to see, where the two of you only have eyes for each other, are in a loving, committed relationship. That's all. You just let your old fears came in. Your old fears came out, bit you on the bum. Okay, but that's fine. When these triggers come up, that is for where you look at them and say, yeah, I'm not that person anymore. Yeah, before that would have triggered the fuck out of me. But if it's still triggering you, then that's where you then put the new story in place. Okay? You're the one riding round with the wand. Your happiness is in your hands with the wand that you're waving, the magic that you've learnt. Okay? From the teachings that you've been taught. That's all. Nothing's lost. Nothing's broken. It's still there. All perfect. Okay? All perfect. Where you put your focus is the state that you shift into. You started putting it back onto the unwanted story. So you fell out of that state. You left Florida, where Disney World is, and you drove to North Carolina, where Disney World isn't. But Disney World is still in Florida. You can drive back to Florida. Okay, so just deep breath. Haven't lost anything. Nothing's lost. Silly me. Okay, whatever. Getting back into this state. When your feeling state is a bit like the director. Remember, Neville spoke about the actor, the director, the producer, and the writer. Okay, you know your script. You know what part the actors are playing. Okay, you've been producing it in your visuals, in your affirmations, in your scripting. But the director is there to remind you of the lines of your new script. So when an actor says the wrong lines, okay, it's cut. The director reminds them of their script. And there's another take. It doesn't matter, Reshma, if you have 1,000 takes, the movie will still be produced. Okay? You're placing your focus back onto the 3D. You come back within. You're not going to fix anything out there, okay? The 3D is always the effect of what's being caused within. Okay? And if there's still an unwanted seed that's still producing a flower that you don't like, cut. Okay? I'm cutting that one off. I'm staying within in the knowledge I know and what I've been taught, and I'm sticking with that no matter what. Okay? Okay, yeah, again, you're choosing which state to be in, which emotions to dwell in. The choice is always yours. And sorry, Spirit is quipping in here. The director part as well, where if you say the wrong line that's not in line with the script that you are now choosing, okay, and the director says cut, retake, you retake with the new story, okay. But also the director is like your emotions. When you're feeling meh, it is the director within you that's reminding you that you're not sticking to your script. You've fallen out of your script, okay. So your feeling state where you felt like crap, okay, is reminding you, this isn't my story. I don't like that story. I'm not choosing that one anymore. Okay, I'm choosing this story where we love and adore each other here as well. If only I'd listened to what you said, this wake-up call has helped me to understand this. But they're saying, although this is supposed to be from him, he's a reflection of what you are assuming and expecting. Okay, so they're hoping it's a wake-up call within you of what you had, the part you'd given him to play, remember. Okay. Everyone is you pushed out based on what you're expecting. You know, you could have had not be known to you at the time when he messaged you on his birthday. You might have had, it only takes 17 seconds, remember. 17 seconds is long enough to plant the seed. You might have thought, I bet when it's my birthday, he doesn't remember. Or, typical, he texts me on his birthday, but what about when it's mine? Okay, it could have just been something as quick as that for 17 seconds, maybe a bit longer. That little seed was planted back then. And now it's grown. And it played out, okay? Again, Spirit is saying with this one, there's no love there with him and his wife. Okay, this isn't between the two of you, okay? There's no love there, so stop focusing on her, okay? They've told you time and time through readings he doesn't want to be there, but allow him to come in to you, okay? Again, it already exists. You've just got to, who am I? I am Reshma in a loving, committed relationship. Okay, just get back into it. How do I feel? It feels blissful. It feels wonderful. Okay, I feel safe and secure in his arms. It feels so good when he just looks at me and tells me how much he loves me, and when I look at him and tell him how much I love him. Okay. Remember, 17 seconds is enough. When it's pure thought of 17 seconds, that seed's been dropped and it will grow. Okay, so again, calling him in, back to your affirmations, visualizations help bring you together. Okay, nothing is lost. The state is still there. Disney World is still in Florida, my lovely. Yeah, well, that's where, when you start to notice you're getting drawn back into the energy of 3P, that's where you have to stop yourself. Oh, I'm sorry, who? Oh, I remembered it wrong. I'm sorry. There's nobody like that in my reality. Okay, and there's no one like that in my SP's life, because we're a happy, loving couple. Okay? Yeah. Spirit is saying a little bit of jealousy and hot-headedness there, okay? A little bit of jealousy, but things are ending there. Things are ending with her. So let that play out, okay? I don't want them either. Oh, haven't done one of these. Okay, yeah, he might even turn up at yours again. Here, this show, and you go out somewhere. Or he takes you out for your birthday or does something here. Okay, but again, You ate a little bit of chocolate there. You haven't lost your diet. Everything's fine, my lovely. Everything is perfectly fine. You fell off your bike. You just dust yourself off, get back up. Nothing's lost. You don't have to start all again. You just, who am I? Go back to your I am state. Who are you being? Who are you saying you are? And who are you saying, and what are you saying you have? Okay? I am the operant power. I am his wife. Okay? What do I have? A loving, committed, solid relationship. Okay, yeah. You were just holding on. You're starting to control it again by getting sucked into the 3D. Let it go and stay within. Okay? Stay within. There you go. You just had a little wobble. That's all, my lovely. And Spirit, when I'm putting that back in, okay, remember the script. You're writing the script. We delivered. Okay? Your thoughts are the script, the story you're telling yourself. Okay? I can see, because I'm so aware of my thoughts, if I find that I've been sucked into, you know, thinking something, and then I realize, okay, I know it's gone past 17 seconds. I can either revise it on the spot. I'll say, no, okay, I'm not choosing that. I'm choosing this instead. So I can overwrite that. Okay, but if I find that I've done it a couple of times, then I see it play out. Okay, I see it play out. However long it takes, I always see it play out. But when it does, I don't react to it. Okay, it's like I put my hands up and say, oh yeah, I remember having that thought. Okay, can't shoot the messenger. So, nothing's lost. Here, I feel he's going to turn up. Okay, and here is a socializing card. So he's going to tell you something. Okay, he's going to show up anyway. So get back onto it, my lovely. Yes, it was a jealousy. A little bit of jealousy. We're human. You're going to still have your human thoughts. Okay, you're going to have your human side, but you are the observer. You're always the observer. You don't have to get sucked back in to what's going on in 3D. Okay? By reacting to it. Yes, deep breaths. You just had a sneaky little bar of chocolate there on your diet. Okay, it hasn't ruined the diet. It's still there. What you want is that you shift back into that state. How? By who you're being. Always come back to, who am I? What do I have? I am thankful and grateful for a loving relationship. You know, and again here, he messaged me before and after, and in the morning, the next morning. My lovely Reshma, honestly, there are people listening to this who are probably like, at least you got a birthday text. I know lots of people who it's still crickets. Okay, so again, I am thankful and grateful that I got a birthday message. He was thinking of you. You're the one putting your focus back on 3D and the unwanted story, my lovely. Nothing is lost. Hello, Yara, my lovely. Right, okay. Okay, let me just, ooh. Iman, I'm going to have to come back to that, my lovely. All right, okay. But again, it doesn't matter. That's an unwanted story, Rashma. Stop focusing on it, because you're going to get more. Again, if you think somebody's an asshole or let you down, disappointed you, they're going to come up with something else that lets you down and disappoints you again. You're going to get stuck back in that cycle. We don't want that cycle. We want the loving, committed relationship. Right, Iman, my lovely, there is far too much in there for me to look at. I've got a couple of readings that people have paid for, so I'm going to have to come back to that, my lovely. Delia, my lovely. And then I've got Nicola. And then I've got Gina. So Delia, my lovely, are you in the chat? Delia, are you there? All right. Oh, right. Okay. Sorry. Which pile would you like me to do your reading for? 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5? Pile 1. Okay, the first thing I'm coming for here is I feel this is financial. Okay, sometimes I get this as financially or emotionally, but take it either way, but I feel it is more finances here. Okay, there may be annoyances regarding, now this is my leaving card. So it could be annoyances, it could be just negative thoughts, okay? The devil is either an annoying situation where others might be interfering or just things not going as you wanted, okay? It can be just your thoughts. Now the leaving card here is, it might be something with money, okay? So if there was like one of you is not happy in your job, okay, you or your partner, husband, okay, is not happy in a job and one of you's thinking of leaving it, but you're worried about the money, okay, and the pressures of it financially, okay, this is one scenario, okay, then you're going to support each other, okay, it will be okay because you've got that love and strength between you, so you'll support each other. Do what your heart is followed to do. It might be, again, somebody or annoyances regarding something, and it can be leave it alone. So again, it can be thought wise or it can be physically. Okay, so it could be something physically that you want to walk away from, or it may just be having negative thoughts and worrying and stressing, and spirit is saying just don't worry about it, leave it alone, leave it, leave the negative story behind. Okay, but again, whatever pressures come up, you've got the beautiful love, you know, and you know your man will win through for you anyway here, or you'll be there for him, vice versa. Let's come to these, I say. Okay, yeah, blossoming abundance. Okay, so again, things are going to blossom, things are going to be okay, everything's fine. And I feel, you know, stop worrying about it, leave your thoughts behind that are just getting in the way. Okay, I see changes within a 3, so it can be within 3 days, 3 weeks, maybe if it's lots of things, a big thing that it's could be 3 months, but things will change. Okay. Again, appreciation. Okay, appreciating yourself, appreciating what you do have as well. Okay, when you appreciate, remember, thanks and gratitude is really high on the emotional energy chart. Okay, so just be, you know, be grateful for the things you have, and then you will get more things of those things. So I'm grateful for all the money I have, even if it's just a penny in your bank account, $1 in your bank account. Okay, be grateful for what you have. There's some people who don't even have that. Okay, well, there's, you know, I'm grateful that I've got a roof over my head, I've got a loving marriage. Okay, start to bring in gratitude in that, because so many times as we focus on, us humans are here to have an experience, so we will always want and want and want and want. Okay, even if you won £1 million, you would, you know, we will then want something else. Okay, we want to lose weight, and then we get to that weight and then we want to lose more, or we want to put more. There's always a want, a want, a want, a want, a want. Okay, so appreciate yourself and appreciate what you already have. That helps to dissolve, take the power off the what you're focusing on that you don't have. Okay, and worrying and stressing about. Remember, what you focus on grows. So when you're focusing on worrying and stressing, you're going to get more situations pop up for you to worry and stress about. Okay, energy, what energy you're sending out is the frequency you're going to receive back. Okay, so come from appreciation as well. Okay, and again, getting in better health. Again, everything starts within, in your thoughts. Okay, so if you want better health, I am perfectly healthy. I am thankful and grateful that I am perfectly healthy, strong, fit and well. And you will become that. You will see it reflected back quicker. Okay, every time you go past a mirror, I am radiantly beautiful and so youthful. You will start to see that reflected back. Okay, however long it takes, you stay in that. But every time you're then going back into worrying and stressing, you're cancelling out, you're wavering. So you're causing a time delay. And victory and success. There you go. Start to appreciate things, see things how you would want them to be. Okay, remember, Who you believe you are, what you believe you have, is what you're going to get 100%. So who do you believe you are? I am an amazing woman. I am perfectly healthy. I am radiantly beautiful. I have plenty of money. I've got lots of money. Even though you're not physically seeing it in the 3D is a reflection of what's going on within your thoughts. Everything starts within. As within, so without. As above, so below. Okay? Yes, patience. Rome wasn't built in a day. Okay, so making those changes within, don't keep looking for them. Okay, it will, when that's your dominant story of what you do want to be seeing, it will, and it feels natural, you will see it reflected back. Okay, again, but you and your husband, he loves you very much, but also focusing on you as well. You love him, he loves you. You've got the support of each other there as well. Anything else on here? They don't want me to do those. They want me to do these. Treasure chest. Yes, an unseen windfall of new abundance comes to you now. Now, abundance can be financially, blossoming abundance. It can be in your health. It's in all areas. I just have an affirmation that is general. I just affirm to myself, because what you affirm to yourself, I'm worrying and stressing over money, is going to see more things for you to worry and stress about over money. Okay, so I always affirm for what I do want to be seeing. And that's what I get, because your thoughts today are going to be your future. What turns up tomorrow, a week's time, a month's time, a year's time. Okay, so my just one big one when I come back to it is, my life is perfect and magical in all areas of my life. Okay, I am thankful and grateful for everything I have. You will never be positive 100%. We're human. We've got human emotions. Okay, it's never about just being positive. It's about who you're saying you are. I am. I am. Okay, so when you notice if you're worrying or stressing, you choose. You don't have to choose those thoughts. You can say, no, I am rich and wealthy, or I am comfortable with money. I've got plenty of money in my bank account. I have lots of money. Okay, I am, here, watch your thoughts. Okay, it's important to only think about what you desire, not what you fear, because Spirit is telling you what thoughts. Remember, 17 seconds is all it takes for a seed of your thought to be planted, and it will grow. Okay, that's why when you become consciously aware that everything exists for you to have, there's already a version of you that has plenty of money, that's in perfect health, that looks fantastic, okay, that has everything she wants. All versions and all outcomes already exist. We're multi-dimensional beings. It's not just this linear line that we're on, okay? So you can tap in and tune into that. If you desire something, it's already there. You're desiring perfect health. You're desiring more money. Well, it's already there for you to have. How you get it is to make sure that you're in who you're saying you are. I am poor. I have no money. I am stressed. I'm overweight. I'm in bad health. So what are you going to get more reflected back to you? Okay, you just know I am perfectly healthy. Okay, the other week I was in immense agony, and I start to think, oh my God, this is cancer, okay, because of where it was. And I was like, no, enough. I know better than that. I'm not choosing that option. I'm choosing the option where I am perfectly healthy. And every time I had a searing pain, I was like, oh, that's my body healing. Okay, I'm perfectly healthy. And because it was internally, I was like pretending, you know how you say to somebody, like, can you see something? I've got something on my back. Can you just check if there's anything on my back? And like somebody is like, no, there's nothing there. So I was imagining for the area that it was, that I was like, can you see anything there? And they were like, no, there's nothing there. So I was like, oh yeah, that's because I'm perfectly healthy. Okay, within 2 days, totally gone. Haven't had it since, whereas I'd had it for a good 2 weeks. Okay, and on and off before that, but it's because I had it steady for 2 weeks. I was starting to think the worst, but because I know that there's a version of me that's already perfectly healthy, hasn't got anything wrong, I dropped that story and focused on what I did want to see. Okay, and then it had to play out. I got the results through. It was all perfectly fine, and I haven't been in pain anyway. So patience. Okay, so patience, what you're asking for is coming about. Have patience, as there are unseen factors that need to occur first. So that means that when you're doing it all within, don't check the 3D. You will know when it's reflected back in the 3D, it will be there. And we've got summer. Okay, so summer, everything that you're asking for becomes yours in the summertime. So I don't know where you are in the world, but if it is your summer now, like here, where are you in the States? Yeah, so it's your sort of summertime as well. Then, you know, you can turn this around pretty quickly. Here. Here's what they're saying. You know, you've got blossoming abundance, you've got your treasure chest, you've got just be a little bit patient. Okay, just watch your thoughts. It's important to only think about what you desire and not what you don't want. Okay, victory and success. Again, blossoming and beauty. So beauty, I am radiantly beautiful and youthful. Okay, since I've been saying that, my skin is just glowing. Okay, I feel youthful. I've got more energy. My wrinkles seem to be going. Okay, so, you know, not totally, but again, another patience. Rome wasn't built in the day. Okay, it's not ordering a pizza. It'll be here in 15 minutes. You have to remind yourself. I still have to say to myself, you know, who am I? I am blah. Okay, what do I have? I have everything, because you have everything within you. Okay, just because it's not there in 3D yet, you have to align with the energy of it. So practice, my lovely. Everything is yours. Nothing is ever lost. Everything is there. Just align yourself back up with your thoughts as if you had it. Okay, Nicola, can you drop your question into the chat, my lovely? And which pile do you want? Thank you all for your likes. They are muchly appreciated. And don't forget that I have several playlists that might interest any of you. And also in the description box below any of my videos is a list of the things I do. Nicola, are you there, my lovely? I need your question, sweetheart. And which pile that you would like me to do your reading with. Gina, you are next. And Iman, I'm going to have to pick through your email as well. So you're after Nicola and Gina. Nicola, what's your question, my lovely? Any deck that you're drawn to, my lovely? Pile 3. Okay. Ooh. Mm. Okay, let's start with these. Okay, now we've got a man here, and this is someone who is passionate about you. But we've also got the 3 of Cups and the leaving card. So it could be, this could be regarding somebody, a man, okay, that you're interested in here. But I'll come to that in a moment. But Spirit is saying the advice, the guidance that they want to give you, Nicola, straight away, is with this World card, it's always like a trophy, okay? What you want. Because you are first best. You are the perfect and amazing as you are. Okay, so with the World, focus on what you want and know that the minute you desire something, it's already yours. We cannot have a desire if it's not meant for us. So the fact that you desire something or want something in your life, okay, even if you're feeling lost, you know what you don't want. So what do you want? Okay, you're looking at in your life at what you don't want. You're feeling lost. Well, I don't want this. I don't want to feel like this. Okay, so Spirit is saying focus on, you know, even just focusing on yourself, knowing that you're good enough, knowing that you're beautiful. Make that decision. You're driving the chariot. Okay, so again, it can be 2 horses pulling in different directions. Well, you're driving the chariot. Are you going to be all over the place, let the horses drag you off here and there? Or are you going to take control of the reins? Okay, sometimes it's different colors, like a darker one and a gold one, or black or white. Okay, are you focusing on the negatives or the positives? Because again, what you focus on grows. So Spirit is saying you're the magician. You've got the cups, which are emotions. You've got the swords, which are your thoughts. You've got the wands, which is your desires. You've got the pentacles, which is your emotional security and financial security. You're in control of it all. Okay? Your emotions and your thoughts do not control you. You can observe them. Okay? What you desire is yours. Your financial security and emotional security is in your hands. Okay? You're choosing. Remember, your thoughts are what you're going to harvest, because they're seeds that come from us. They plant and we grow them by what we're focusing on. Okay, what we're watering them with. More worry and stress, we're going to get more things to worry and stress about. Okay, the things we want, we're going to see them grow, and we're going to harvest them and enjoy them and experience them. Okay. So this here, okay, as it's come out with a man and leaving, okay, you could be, if you were in a relationship where there's a third party person involved, or a family opposing it, or a situation, Spirit is saying, don't worry, this person loves you. Come back to what your heart is telling you and not what your ego thoughts are telling you about it. Okay, if you're desiring to be with a certain somebody, or just have somebody in your life, okay, then it's, that desire is yours. It's already done. Within that second that you desire it, it's done. Energetically, as within, so without. Okay. So again, you know, Spirit can hand you as many things for you to be emotional, feel emotional about, happy or sad. Okay, but it's usually, you know, they only want what is best for us, but they have to keep giving you what your energy you're in. So in this energy, it's like, oh, well, here's a desire you can have, yeah, but just put it down with that one, because that one didn't turn out. That one didn't work out. That one didn't work out. Okay, what emotions are you being kept in? A cycle that is not serving you, because everything you want is already yours. There's already a Nicola that has it all. Okay, you're overthinking, you're getting stuck, and Spirit is saying, no, turn your back on those spilt cups that are not serving you. Okay, I don't identify with those anymore. No, that's not what I want. This is what I want. That's where your favorable outcome will be. Following your heart, not what your ego thoughts are telling you. Okay, it's not on the distant horizon. You have to do it now, my lovely. Okay, remember who you believe you are. I am Nicola who's lost. I don't know what to do. My heart's telling me one thing, my head's telling me another. I'm all over the place. Okay, you don't have to identify with that. You're just going to get more things to worry, stress, and feel lost about. No, this is what I desire. Sit in your heart energy as to what you desire. Who would you be if you had what you wanted? I am Nicola, whose life is perfect and magical in all areas of my life. That's all you have to just counteract it with. And then your life will be perfect and magical in all areas of your life. Okay, I'm married but not happy. Okay, so again, your person has a lot of feelings for you, but what are you focusing on? Okay, so in your heart, do you still love this person, or would you be relieved to see the back of them? If you would be relieved to see the back of them, leave that relationship. Okay, if you do love them, look at where your thoughts are about them, because there is all versions of everybody exists, all outcomes exist. There is already Nicola who has a man who loves and adores her, and you have your happy marriage. Okay, but you're the only one with free will. You decide. Okay, if you want to see the back of him, turn away from him. Okay, you have to make those changes. Okay, there's, you know, the man is carrying bags to the car. You make the changes as to whether you want to be in that relationship or not. But worrying and concerned about it is not going to help. Go back into your heart, they're telling you, and sit there and think. Do I love this person? No, I've got no feelings for them whatsoever. Then get out of town. Okay, get out of that relationship. Okay, if it's old, if you've got nothing there, okay, move on. If there is that love there, just go into, well, where are my thoughts? If I think he's lazy, if I think he's unfaithful, if I think he doesn't love me, if I think he's blah, okay, then remember, if you think somebody's an asshole, they're going to keep proving to you they're an asshole, a womanizer, a cheater, a liar, that they're horrible, okay? You're going to get more things to prove that, because that's how it is, based on what we judge, how we judge people. So they can't tell you what to do. That has to be your choice. So that's what they're saying here. Think about what you want. You're the only one that can make the decision. You're the only one who has all the tools in your hands. We will deliver. Okay? We will deliver. But turn your back on the emotions that are not serving you. You know, I had a woman, a client earlier, and I've had lots of ladies, you know, in particular, come to me. It's been ladies that have done it, not men, who have said, I'm unhappy in a relationship. I don't want to be in this relationship anymore. And you know, the advice was, well, leave it then, walk away. And they're like, yeah, but it's going to break the heart of my person. Well, hang on a minute. You're not happy. Your person will move on as you move on. Okay. But if you do still, but other clients where they do still love that person, but they're just not happy with what they're doing or how things are being, okay, then come back to how you're seeing that person. What you're expecting them to show up as is how they will show up as. Okay, again, if you're expecting somebody to be an asshole, they will keep doing things to prove that they're an asshole for you to say, see, I knew they were an asshole. Okay, and likewise, if you're coming from loving energy, you know, my person loves me. He is so tidy. Okay, I've changed family members by seeing them how I want them to be. I've, you know, had clients do that as well. Okay, you know, I've had women come to me, my person is so messy. I'm like their slave. I'm the one who goes out to work and I come home and I'm working, picking up after them. Okay, so change the story. No, I am spoiled. My husband spoils me. Okay, he moves mountains to prove to me how much he loves me and do anything for me. Okay, whatever. Change the story. He is so tidy. Okay, he always tidies up after himself. I come home, or, you know, he always keeps his stuff tidy. And you will see that reflected back to you. Let's come in with one of these. Again, what you focus on grows. No pants on the floor. You know what? Every time you walk, I did it with next door's tree. Okay, they had this tree that was growing out of hand. Okay, and I was like in my 3D wanting to go around, knock on their door, shout over the fence. You got the wrong kind of tree there. It's just going to knock the fence down if it gets any bigger. No, I know that I have to change the story within. So I changed the story. Every time I was looking at this tree, in my thoughts, I was saying, such a shame that tree had to be chopped down or trimmed down. It took about 2 months, but the tree's fucking trimmed down. Okay, and I didn't have to say a word. I did it all within internally. So change the story within. Okay, you can have your happy marriage. It's totally up to you. Okay. But again, putting yourself first. Okay. Loving yourself as well. Putting yourself on your pedestal. Here, you know, doing things for you. No, I'm not picking his pants up. They can stay on the floor. But in your thoughts, you know, just walk past the pants. He'll soon get fed up when he's got no pants. Oh, I'm sorry, darling. Is that because you didn't put them in the wash basket? Okay, but in your thoughts, as you're walking past the pants on the floor, you can pick them up if you want, but don't be in the bastard, he's left his pants on the floor. Okay, be in the, oh, yes, physically I'm doing it, but the thoughts that I'm having are, he always puts his pants in the wash. Change your thoughts, Nicola. What you focus on grows. Okay, and Spirit is just wanting you to know you're protected. Okay, but where there's a will, there's a way. Okay, get your thoughts in focus with what your heart desires. If you want a tidy husband who is immaculate and tidies up after himself, and you don't have to lift a finger because he's spoiling you and showering you with gifts, and he's the one that does the housework, get your thoughts in alignment with what you desire, because what you desire is already yours. Okay, you are the key to your future. You're the one that fits the lock. There's no magic key. You are the key with what you're thinking. Fruitful thoughts. Right then, my lovely. So, how do you want him to be? If you can't be bothered, you just want somebody new, then how do you want your new person to be? Okay. But he does love you. He's got a lot of love for you there. So, again, it's your choice. Yeah. You know, and I like to do it as if I'm having a conversation with a friend. Okay, so a friend could be, imagine a friend saying to you, hey, Nicola, you know, how's your husband? Is he messy? No, not my husband. He's always tidies up after himself. He's always immaculate and tidy and picks up his pants after himself. Whatever, it's your world, it's your reality. You have whatever you want, my lovely. Okay. Right, bear with me. I have got quite a few readings to get through here, so just bear with me a momento. Right. Okay, I've got Gina, I've got Iman, and then I've got Paolo, and then I've got Yara. So, Gina, you're next, my lovely. Are you in the chat, my lovely? I am, my lovely. Okay. Now, I just want to point out for you, as you're one of my clients who knows about shifting your energy in the states, okay, where you've put, I know it's me and I want to know what havoc or bliss my states have created. You all states exist. It's what you're choosing to align with. There are states that are havoc, there are states that are bliss. Okay, so you haven't created any of that. Okay, so where you're saying, I want to know what havoc or bliss my states have created, you're simply choosing which state you prefer to dwell in the most, in that emotional state where you have what you want. Okay, you're the one choosing to dwell in the havoc or the bliss. So they just wanted to point that out. Okay, so let's just come to a message here. Which pile do you want, my lovely? Okay. Let's have these ones for you. Number one. Yeah, remember when I said on Instagram, you know, and as I said earlier, all states exist. You're passing through them. Okay, you're the one choosing which one you want to dwell in. Okay, you're not creating them. They were created before you even desired them. Creation is done. Okay, so okay, so in his feelings, in SP's feelings, he is picking up intuitively now, okay, about you. So again, you're not thinking about him to manipulate his thoughts. It's who you're saying you are, who you're being, so that you're aligning to that state where you already have your beautiful relationship. You haven't got to do anything other than, who am I? I am Gina, who is in a loving, committed relationship with blah. Okay, what are you saying you have? A healthy, harmonious relationship. We live happily and blissfully together, or we're dating, or we've got a perfect relationship. Okay, it's who you're saying you are and what you're saying you have. So he is, because you have been in the state more dominantly of where you're saying that you are together, okay, he is now feeling that energy. Remember, we're all connected to energy. It doesn't matter where you're wavering. You'll know when you're wavering, when you are fallen out of alignment with it. When you start doubting or looking at the 3D again, you've fallen out of that state. Okay? When you're in the state, dwelling in the state that you want, dominantly, you're relaxed, you're calm, you've got that knowing that it's a done deal. Okay? But when you've fallen out of the state is when you're checking 3D, when you're wondering if you're doing something wrong, if you're wondering where it is. Okay, if you're doubting, if you're fearing, that's when you've fallen out of the state. So how do you get back in it? By reminding yourself of who you are and what you have. Yeah, again, that little inner conflict. This is his energy saying, yeah, I'm picking up on your energy of us being together. Okay, but you're still in that little conflict. Okay, but that's fine. When you observe yourself having these inner conflicts, like, oh, where is it? I wonder if it's working or anything. Remember, it's already done. So you just come back to, right now, I am Gina, who is in a loving, committed relationship with SP. Okay, we love and adore each other. We think the world of each other. Okay, again, what you're focusing on, what you haven't got, or what you do have. Okay? But he is thinking about you. Okay, and with this one as well, wanting to offer you what you're wanting, because he has no choice. If you are in that state where you are happy together, then that has to be what's reflected back to you. Okay, it cannot not, my lovely. What you desire was done in the second you desired it. It was already done before you even desired it. All outcome is already, creation is already done. What you desire is yours to have. It's not lost. It's not out there. There's no separation. Okay, it's all within you, my lovely. Okay, another card, you know, wanting to, same, wanting to give you what you want. Okay. Jean, these are paid readings, my lovely. Sorry, I haven't got a moderator in the room at the moment, so I haven't been able to put in that it's paid readings. It does say in the title, though, of the video, of the live. Okay, and again, he's hearing you. This is what I'm wanting from you. Well, this is what I want to give you. You're the magician. You will hear the news that you want to hear. Okay, it will come. And hallelujah. Right, let me just drop something in the chat here. A moment, because I haven't got any moderators in. Okay, so again, the throat chakra. Okay, he's wanting to talk to you, but also be aware of your own inner talk. Okay, your own inner talk of who you're saying you are and what you're saying you have, because that's what you're going to see reflected back. Knowing that you are beautiful, knowing that you are perfect, you're the goddess, you're the prize, you're the total package. You are amazing, beautiful, incredible, awesome, wonderful. Always chosen, first best. Okay, so here as well, don't worry about it. Okay, stop worrying here. Okay, you will get your commitment that you want, if that's what your heart desires. Okay, man holding heart, loves you. Okay, seeing him within, talking to him, inner conversations. Remember, time, separation, and distance are all an illusion. Your relationship is not out there, it's within you first. How you're cultivating it and seeing yourself in relation to it and seeing him being in your heart space. Okay, then you will see it reflected back to you. Okay, but not lying to yourself, or don't feel that you're lying to yourself. You're not seeing him as being defiant or doesn't want to be with me or pushing against me. No. Okay, so anything that you're deceiving yourself with or anything unwanted that you're focusing on, you take your focus off it, you put it back onto it. Okay, remember, it's what I said. Inside, okay, like the director is your feelings, the director is reminding you, no, take, okay, retake. Doesn't matter if you have to retake 1,000 times of those thoughts. You've said the wrong story, the wrong script. Okay, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter how many retakes. Nothing is lost. What you desire will stay there. Even if you decided you wanted somebody else, that timeline with you and him in is still there. Okay, but Spirit is wanting you to know that if you're dominantly, 51% is dominantly. Okay, you don't have to be 100%. But if your thoughts are more in alignment with you being in a loving relationship, that's what you're going to get, my lovely. But again, by allowing your heart with joy, how would you feel? What would you be hearing him say? You know, if he's holding you like this, what would you be wanting him to say? Okay, you are amazing. I love you. You are everything to me. You are beautiful. You are perfect. Okay? And when you make the effort within, guess who's going to leap out the bushes and surprise you? Because it's worth waiting for, because that's what you're desiring. If you didn't desire that person, you would have given up on them long ago, okay? If it was just love you wanted, or a loving relationship, you wouldn't be focused on him. So your heart desires him, is yours. Okay, good news, grapevine, hope. Okay, good news. I'm going to hear good news. Of course he's coming. Why wouldn't he be? He's mine. Okay, you're the queen of your realm. The buck stops with you, remember, it says in the book. Okay, you're the queen of your realm. You're the one in charge. But again, that's self-love. Okay? Well, I love myself, so if I love myself, everybody loves me, because everybody reflects back who you say you are. If you're saying you love yourself, if you're saying you're beautiful, you're going to see that reflected back. But if you're putting yourself down, you're going to get that reflected back to you. So it's all on track. Everything is still there, my lovely. But just remind yourself, if you fall out of the state, you know, you will feel things that you don't want to feel. Okay, that's fine. You go back into the state. No, this is who I am. This is what I've got. I've got everything. Okay, then you will see it reflected back. And if you're, as I say, you know when you've fallen out of the state, your desired state is when you are looking for it. If you're doubting, if you're thinking this isn't working, okay, you've fallen out of that state, because you wouldn't be, when you're in the right state, you know it's a done deal. You're calm, you're relaxed, you're feeling excited, you're feeling that knowing, okay, sometimes you don't feel excited, but little bursts sometimes come through with me when I think about it, and I'm like, woo, it's mine. Okay. Okay. Right, Iman, I'm going to have to read yours from on my phone, because it's nearer to me than my email. So bear with me, guys. Deck 5. I am still here. Sorry, I'm reading this email that somebody wants for their reading. Okay, oh my goodness. Right, I'm just gonna, Iman, are you in the chat? Right, okay. I'm going to right, okay. I'm going to just try and go through each question here and put it all into one big reading, okay? Because it is all about the same basis of the same. Okay, so it will be lots of cards still, but in one. So please bear with me, the others of you, because this is going to be a bit of a wait. If any, this will probably be, if those of you that have just paid, who is Paolo and Yara, if you want to drop your questions into the chat and which pile you want, I will do them, and you can always come back to the video, the live, okay? It will be updated, or come back in about probably 15 to 20 minutes depending on this one. Right, okay, Iman, let's get into this. I will try and answer them as best I can. Remember, Iman, I don't have a one-to-one chat, like as if they were sat in front of me and they're telling me, oh yeah, well this happened and that happened and blah. Okay, I hear, if you ever listen to any spirit box messages, I might hear one word like death, ill, so sorry, or something like that. Okay, the cards are for me to bring in more of that sentence, okay, more of their energy. Right, I haven't got my glasses on, so I can't see the chat, but I can see Yara and Paula. Okay, my lovelies. Right, okay, Iman. Okay, he knows how disappointed you feel. Okay, and remember, I don't always remember everybody's reading, but I do remember him saying before that, you know, he's sorry he's left you all. But it was his time, okay? So he knows that you're all devastated. He knows that, you know, you all feel very upset by it. Again, he knows here how you're feeling, you know, about the emotionally about him passing. I am trying to remember, whenever I ask Spirit, I am asking them your questions, but they will bring through what they want you to know. Okay, so I am asking him about how he felt about you. When I read it, I heard him say, why would you even doubt? Okay, he knows that you loved him, and he wants you to know that he loved you. And his thoughts are no different of you since he's passed. Okay. Again, he knows how hard you worked in the family and of yourself. Okay. For all the hard work, and what a hard worker you are, he's saying here. And of course, again, he's saying how he feels about you as well is, you know, he's told you as well, and you don't have to prove yourself, he's saying to me. I know our bond that we had, he's saying here. And again, you're always, you know, your thoughts are what guides him to you. In energy, you're still connected by that energy. Okay, just because his physical body isn't here, the energy is still there. Okay, so where you put, does he know how much you loved him? Yes, he knows. Okay, I haven't expressed that enough. It doesn't matter. Okay, how does he find you? The same. You're still my loving daughter. Okay, you're still, nothing's changed. Okay, I haven't got over here and thinking, oh my God, or anything like that. The you know, admiring you even more, because now he's in energy again. Okay, so it's in that loving, unconditional energy. I'll need these cards, but these do take a little bit of work, these ones. So anything, not for that one. No, that's what he wants to say on that one. Right, his thoughts about his brother M. And okay. When he's always with you. Okay, it doesn't mean he follows you solely around all day long. Okay, if you lived in the UK and you had a brother who lived in Australia, okay, the minute that you two are thinking about, even if you were thinking about him at the same time is an illusion. Distance is an illusion. It's instant. That's why everything you want is already yours. Okay, so the minute you think about him and the minute that, say, your brother in Australia thought about him, this is for any of you, okay? If you have somebody and you're wondering how far, their energy is connected to you the minute you think of them. Okay? So, yes, every time you're thinking about him, his energy is around you and can be around somebody who's in Australia at the same time. Okay, even if there were 6 siblings and you all lived in different areas of the planet, his energy is with you at all times. Okay. Yes, I'm watching over you. He's saying here, just because that, you know, it doesn't matter where you are, I am watching over you all. I'm around you all. Okay. Right, his thoughts about his and here as well, the thoughts about his brother and the daughter. Yes, they were money grabbing. Okay, they were more material based, but he's forgiven them. Okay, he's forgiven them because now he's in spirit. He's coming from love and light. He doesn't, the ego dies when our body dies. Okay, he's not taken over his ego thoughts. Okay, so he's saying, yes, you may see them as that. Okay, but I have forgiven them over here because spirit don't see them like that anymore. Okay. He's saying even as a child, my brother was more ambitious than me. He was more materialistic focused. Okay, did he pass because of them though? No. No, he's saying, okay, it was because of his stubbornness not to go to the hospital. Okay, had nothing to do with them. Right, anything here? Yes, you know, they were controlling and that, but again, he's saying it wasn't the reason for my passing. Okay. Less than a week. Right, I'm just asking him your third question. Right, okay. Where you're saying here, this is decision, okay? So where you're saying, why didn't he choose to come back to life? Because it was his choice. Okay, and again, didn't he say in the last reading that he was met by a woman? Okay, and sometimes we don't want to come back. Okay, perhaps he'd had enough of his physical body as well, not of all of you. Okay, this is your grief. Okay, Spirit is stepping in here and saying this is your grief that's coming into those ego thoughts of why. Okay, how many people lose children, lose husbands, lose wives, lose fathers, lose mothers, who are asking the same question as you? Okay, your dad has told you it was because of my health. I didn't act on it sooner. Okay, so my physical body gave up. Okay, my physical body had gone too far for me to be in that physical body. Okay, the physical body, it was damaged. It couldn't be repaired. Okay, so he couldn't return to the car that was broken. Okay, so he wants you to look at it that way. Does that help you to understand that? Okay, remember how Spirit has said your physical body is just like a vehicle driving you around. Well, if the car has crashed, okay, sometimes the car's a write-off. It can't be repaired. So even if his spirit had come back into that body, there would have been irretrievable damage. He might have been brain damaged. He might have had kidney failure, liver failure, you know, organ damage. We had that card before where he said there's organ damage. Okay, so things can lead on to other things. More damage can be done. So he could have been disabled. He could have been not able to speak. His quality of life would have been impacted in some way. It was a life-changing event. Okay, so he wants you to know that when he came out of his body and was met by the woman, he looked back at his body and said, it's a car crash. Okay, there's, if I go back in there, I'm not going to be the man I was before. Okay, and he didn't want that burden on the family, so he chose to stay with in the afterlife, okay? It was my decision, my choice. But he loves you, okay? He'll always be watching over you. He loves you. He didn't want to go, but his body had given up, okay? So that's what he's really impressing on me, is that, you know, I've had it with other people as well. Other people where if they'd have gone back into their body, okay, it would have been a life-changing situation. So if they've lost, say if it's been like an accident, a physical car accident, motorbike accident, or they've been run over or something, it's been a life-changing event that they've chosen not to go back into because of their quality of life that they would have, and also the impact it would have on their families caring for them. Okay, some people do come back in, but when it is a big life-changing death experience, okay, then they go, okay, to save that from happening. And he's saying here that it was something within his body, okay, that he wouldn't have been the same person. So it's better for him to pass on, but he's always around you. Okay, I'm trying to lean over and see this. They did, and it worked, but on Tuesday it didn't work. And yeah. He had a window because of that infection. Lalama there, it's paid readings, my lovely. Sorry, I'm having to lean over to read the chat because I haven't got my glasses on because I can't see my phone near here. Okay. So it had nothing to do with depression. It had nothing to do with anybody else. Okay. There had already been damage, he's saying. That was just exasperated by the infection. Let me try and bring in another one of these. Yeah, he's saying here about the drugs and medication, okay. They tried, okay, they tried, but it couldn't revive. It wasn't strong enough. The damage was, it just kept saying damage. Okay, so I feel that there was something really, you know, damage to his organs or something here. That's not relevant. Remember, these are cards for like investigative energy, so it's got to be specific. Witness, evidence, proof. So has there been a post-mortem? There might be something that comes out more in that. Yeah, and again, so if he was already on a lot of drugs, sometimes it can cause, you know, poison, toxic. Here, drugs, medication had caused damage. Okay, it's like if you continue to take paracetamol, okay, it can have an effect on your stomach lining, okay, and cause liver damage and things like that as well. So it's a build-up of toxins in his body, damage to his organs, okay, just... It was just internal, okay? It was internal. No, that's not right. No, he wasn't kidnapped. Okay. I'm going to bring in some of these as well. him about, was it the old tumours as well? And he is given a yes, so it could be something to do with those. Perhaps they had progressed as well. Okay, and he's saying he buried his head in the sand about it here as well. So I feel that something as well, okay, not blaming just the drugs. They obviously have a toll, okay, any drugs do, you know, lots of people put on different drugs and it has different effects, okay. They have side effects, they have long-term effects as well when you're taking them. But he could have been aware of something within him. He said that before. So it's like he knew something was there. So it could have changed, but he didn't want to say anything. I know loads of people who've done that. Okay, especially in men. Okay, who won't go to doctors, who won't go and get it. Oh, I'll be all right. Or they don't like to say anything because they don't want to worry their wife or children. Okay, so they keep it to themselves. I lost someone very dear last year who, again, didn't say anything about it, okay? Wasn't till they were diagnosed, but died pretty soon after that they said, you know, I did have an inkling that something was wrong, but I didn't say anything. Yeah, because we can have a, you know, it can affect blood as well. So because they were picking up on that as a test, you know, a post-mortem would reveal the condition that his inner body was in. But if they are happy and not done a post-mortem, then, you know, you can only take what he's saying here about something in his life. He's saying whether you called an ambulance or not, it wouldn't have made a difference. Okay, he doesn't want you to have that guilt. He's saying, look, okay, he's tried to explain it that I didn't want to leave you. Okay, but if I'd have gone back into my body, I would not have been the same dad. Okay, I wouldn't have functioned the same. I would not have been the daddy that you remembered, he's saying. So I had no choice but to go, but I am still around you. Okay, I haven't gone anywhere. Yes, I've gone physically, but energetically, I am still around you. He knows that you're grieving. Okay, he's telling me, and Spirit is saying these questions are coming from grief. Okay, man, it's probably been a week, less than a week. Okay, you're bound to be in immense grief. Okay, so you're gonna have all these questions. Why? How could you? Anger, frustration, sorrow, upset. Okay, everybody experiences these. Like when somebody's murdered or somebody dies from a disease or an accident. Okay, they're all asking the very same questions that you're asking. Okay, so it's just how it is, they're saying. That's the only thing guaranteed in life is passing over, I'm afraid. He was saying that he's, as I'm reading this as well, don't forget I don't always need the cards, they do still keep rabbiting on, but what he's saying when I'm reading this about he didn't like to go to hospitals, that was his fear as well. Okay, he knew something was off within him, but he didn't want to find out the truth about it. Okay, so unfortunately, you know, burying the head in the sand, it didn't go away here. Right, let me bring in what he's saying about this. It might have prolonged it for a little while, but it would have still, it was irreversible. Okay. Have they not done a post-mortem, my man? No. Okay. And are they not going to do one? Right. Okay. So a bit of a easy cop out on their part then. Okay. Nope. So right, I've got a lot of cards in here that are like places where people can die. These are my investigative cards, like I use when I'm like with Marilyn Monroe and yeah, other people. So they're going to be ones that aren't relevant. Inside, okay, yeah, he's saying about his inside. And vehicle and transport. Okay, so he's reaffirming that. So he wants to reaffirm, okay, that it was what was going on inside him. The vehicle gave up. He couldn't go back into that vehicle. Okay, his body had packed up. He couldn't go back into that vehicle. He would not have been the same or survived anyway. So there was more to what is on the death certificate. Okay, if they put it down as blood infection or whatever, there was more that was going on within him. Okay, so he wants that to clarify that. Now, where you're saying about where is he staying now, he's saying I'm not living anywhere. Okay, I'm outside this world. I'm not in my physical body. I'm just energy. I don't have a physical body. Okay, I can be wherever you want me to be. If you see me in the park, I'm in the park. If you see me in a flat, I'm in a flat. That's where you're placing me. Okay. He is just love and light. Okay. He doesn't reside anywhere. Just go back into energy. Okay. They can walk through a beautiful garden. They can be by a river. They can be anywhere. Okay. It's just where you are placing me as well. He's saying, okay, you're placing me wherever. I'm just hanging around. I'm just wherever you want me to be, okay? But again, I'm looking over you. Although you can't see me, I'm still around you. Okay, that's just your thoughts keeping you prisoned about A and the other people. Okay, that's your own thoughts keeping you imprisoned in that. He's up in the stars. He's okay. He's around you. He's just energy now. Okay, so he's saying here, I am wherever you say I am, because that's where you're seeing me. And he doesn't want you to keep stuck in your thoughts about A, okay, or M. He's forgiven them, okay, for how they were in life. My brother's always been the one who's been the money person, okay, and unfortunately the daughter is just the same. So anything final that he wants to say to you here? So I put my glasses on and read the chat as well. What have I got here as well? Put them on the wrong ones. Right, so berries were on the same day of his departure. Oh, pretty quick then. Okay. We all can choose to reincarnate, okay? It might not be somebody in that you will meet, okay? I never understood reincarnation at first, okay? But now I understand all about the energy as I've got older in my life, okay? And Spirit have brought me through about reincarnation, okay? Because energy can split. Energy is all energy, okay? Past, present, future is all now. So all your past lives and future lives are all now. Creation is done, remember. Okay, so your energy is multi-dimensional. It's not just one little energy light that goes around. That energy can split, okay? And I've heard other psychics as well talk about it when they've been channeling spirit, and they say, you know, are you going to reincarnate? And they say, yeah, I'm going to come back as into the body of a male this time, or a female, but I will still be and another female. Okay, they can, your energy is multi-dimensional. It's not just one energy going into one body, okay? So he can go into reincarnate but still be there to meet you when you pass over, okay? The energy is limitless. Let me try and ask again about that. But he's just saying that whether it was tumours or whatever, okay, it was irreparable damage. He's not given me an answer, a yes or a no, for whether it was specific. Yeah, he's just saying, I'm free, and he wants you to, I'm free from my body, okay? I want you to be strong. I want you to be strong, okay? He knows that you're heartbroken. He knows that you're heartbroken, okay? He wants you to be strong, okay? That he's told you. He's saying it again. I am free from my body. My body could not sustain me anymore. It had given up. I couldn't come back into my body. It was broken beyond repair. Okay? He wants you to be strong. He knows you're heartbroken. Anything else you want to say here? Just drawing me to these. No, he's drawing me to these. Okay. Okay, he is thinking about you and your mum. Okay, and other family members as well. You're always in, you know, I know that you think about me, he's saying here. He's wanting to you, although this is the card of patience, it's the angel on there as well. Okay, there's a big angel on here. He's just drawing me to that. Okay, he's at peace. He loves his family. Okay, I love my family. I know that you're going to miss me. And he's sending his love there. 4, 5, 4. Okay, we've got some more. Any more that you want to bring me out? I'll come back to these, he said. Okay, again, a card of patience. Okay, temperance. What goes around will come around. Okay, you're connected by the infinity here. Okay. Oh yeah, the documents. Right. Okay. Good. Now, lost things is not my speciality. Okay, it's not going to be like, oh, it's under the bed or it's in the cupboard. So it will just be a rough one here. So let me just come back to your thing where you were saying about the options. We are looking for documents in his room. Right, okay. Any guidance on where the documents that the man is looking for is? No. Try the car as well, because we did have inside and vehicles. So try the car or vehicles. Could be in there. No. No, okay, it's not giving me them out of there. I'm going to have to come into this. Okay, he's given me the family card as well. So somewhere, so I feel it's around the family. So either in vehicles connected to the family or the home itself. He's shown me the documents there in his hand. And again, a vehicle. So it could well be in a vehicle. Okay, it could be in a vehicle or near some like car details where he kept his car documents as well. Okay, I keep all my documents together in a big folder, whether it's car, home, insurance or whatever. Okay, so it could be, may not physically be in a vehicle, but it could be near documents that he kept for registering the vehicles, or I don't know if you have MOTs or whatever over there. Okay, as well. But we do have a vehicle, we do have the documents, family here as well. So near family documents it could be. Again, this card always reminds me of a vehicle, so it could be, if it's not physically in a vehicle, it could be connected to a vehicle. I will try and ask these ones more. He's just saying freedom, release, escape here. Freedom from his body, like he said, that release here. Right, final message for Inman, please. Okay, he will always be around you. Okay, whenever you want me, I will always be around you. I will always be there. And again, he's telling you to be strong. Okay, again, he knows that you are upset. He would be alarmed if you weren't, if you didn't give a damn. Okay, so he knows that you loved him. He loved you. He knows that you're all grieving and that you're extremely upset. Okay, heartbroken. But he doesn't want this arguments. Okay, arguing. Doesn't want that. Okay. Right then, Iman. You're going to, again, what you're going through is the grieving process, my sweetheart. Grieve. Okay. But he is always around you. Right, okay, my lovelies, this is going to take me a little while to put these cards back in, so bear with me. Yeah. Right, okay, Paolo, if you can put your question into the chat, my lovely, so I can pick up on it in a minute. Yes, Yara, I just need Paolo first. Did Paolo put the message in the chat earlier when I was doing Iman's? Eek. Okay. And which pile do you want, my lovely? I've got, this one is 2. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. 5 is going to be these ones. Okay, let me just put them there while I'm putting these in. I know yours, Yara, my lovely. I want to know Paolo is before yours. Yes, Addison, thank you. But never mind, you're here now. But I am going to be coming off. Right, pile 1 is the blue ones, the light blue ones, Paolo, okay? I'm just going to pop these back in. Memento. Right, let's take this pile out of action. Oh, Yara, did you say 5? Yeah, okay. I'll sort them out when I do yours then. Right, Paolo, my lovely. Let's put half of these in upside down. Okay. Just bringing out what he thinks and feels and the energy. The choice as to whether you want to, where you put should I reconcile, is your choice, Spirit is saying. Okay, it's always your choice. It is up to you. Oops. Okay. So when I look at this as an overall, okay, he does have thoughts for you. He does have feelings for you. The chemistry is very much there. Okay, but the advice, the guidance that Spirit wants to give you is where you're coming from when you think about it. Okay, so if it's your choice. Okay, but again, coming back to your heart, if you feel that this is the person that you want to be with, then you can have that, but you need to shift from what's happened. Okay, and I'm going to go through what they're bringing you out, okay, in the pictures. Okay, so he is, I don't know when you say September, if he is planning to be around, coming to visit you, okay, but he's wanting to see you anyway. Okay, he's wanting to see you, but again, you know, arguments that have happened between you. Okay, so sometimes when things have been like that, you know, when we argue with people, okay, or keep having ups and downs, okay, then however much our heart is telling us that we want to be with that person, sometimes in our thoughts we're like, yeah, but you know, I really want to see that person, but it always ends up in an argument, or it always ends up this way or that way. Okay, because again, here in his feelings, he's wanting to offer you what you want, okay, emotional security, but he's just as anxious as well, you know. Oh, but yeah, but when we get together, we're always arguing or always up and down. Okay, so the feelings of, you know, he wants to see you, his heart's saying, yeah, but I want to see you, but then, you know, thoughts are like, yeah, but look how it always goes. Okay, in his thoughts here as well, thinking about you, okay, a decision to see you here, and thinking about you as well. There could be interference from this usually comes out like a mother card. Okay, so there could have been, he could have been talking to his mother. He might be thinking that your mother probably hates him. If you know how we talk to our mums sometimes, you know, he's a rat bag, he never gave me this. Okay, and then our mum's like, right, hurt my baby. Okay, so there could be that as well. He might be thinking, you know, oh, her family probably thinks I'm a right shit or whatever. Okay, but again, he's thinking about you, but he is worried about like the envy part as well. I did have jealous come out as well, so it may be that there was jealousy. Perhaps he was jealous, or perhaps you were jealous. Okay, so there's that attachment as well. And we've got attachment here. So Spirit is saying in the energy of the connection, okay, you're both feeling battered and bruised from what's gone on. Okay, anxious, battered and bruised. So I feel it's been quite an up and down connection. Okay, but Spirit is saying it can be beneficial and creative if you let go of the attachment, handcuffed to this post with all the dark thoughts and feelings that are not serving you. Okay, find that peace. Find that inner peace in what you love about him, about the connection, and not focusing on the attachment to everything that went wrong. Okay, if you truly love this person, because you're just going round and round, and where your thoughts are going round and round in this doom and gloom is just going to create another storm. Okay, another argument. That's not coming from love or peace. So Spirit is saying here again, he loves you very much, but you have to come from loving energy, not the ego energy of, yeah, but he did this and he did that and that's happened and he said this. Okay, that's coming from ego energy, not from pure unconditional love. Okay, so again, the Spirit is saying the chemistry is very much there. Okay, there's a strong magnetic attraction between you both. Yes, if you feel in your heart this is your soulmate. Okay, Spirit doesn't like that just because the card says soulmate. Okay, soulmate, love of my life, my true heart's desire, whatever. Okay, what your heart desires is yours to have. Okay, reconciliation, you're the one that decides whether you want to be in reconciliation as this. You're the one who's seeing that separation. Remember, time, distance and separation is an illusion. That's man-made. If you keep seeing something as separate from you, it will remain separate from you. Okay, so the advice from Spirit is your thoughts are knotting you up and keeping you stuck. Okay, your thoughts, swords are your thoughts and they're trapping you. You're stuck in your ego thoughts, attached to the thoughts of what's not serving you. Okay, open the door. The door is already open. You're the only one with the key to his heart. Your heart, you're the only one that fits that lock in that heart. Okay, the door to romance is already open. Your relationship is already there. Okay, but you have to start shifting within, coming from that loving energy. Okay, loving energy, not that attachment to the old story and the tit for tat and the arguments, because he wants to be with you. You want to be with him. Okay, but if you don't find that peace and come from love, it's going to keep breaking down. Okay, you can always get it back. Remember, it's what you want is already there. Okay, the minute you desire something, it's already there. But Spirit is saying it's your choice. We can't make that choice for you. We can only bring you what you are in alignment with. Okay, energetically. We're all attached by energy. But the connection is very strong there. You both have feelings for each other. But it's whether you drop the old story. If you don't, you're going to keep seeing more of the old story. It's going to keep being up and down and going in and out of contact and breaking up. Okay, so the choice is yours. They're just pointing out that the love is very much there. You can have it if you want it, but you've got to have that peace, drop the attachment to the old story that keeps causing these storms and these arguments. Okay, because he does love you, thinks about you, but you have to come from love, wants to see you. Okay. Right, Yara, my lovely. Yara, are you still wanting 5? Right, okay. I'm going to have to bear with me while I put those other cards away. Okay, so a final shout out, because this will be my last reading, else you're welcome, Paolo. Okay. Beautiful. Look, I nearly didn't take that one then, but it stuck to my hand. Okay, so in his thought, in his feelings, Yara, okay, thinking about you. Okay, thinking about you. Yeah, so he is picking up that, wanting to reveal to you, okay, how he's feeling. Okay, because you are, this is like a woman wishing for what she wants. Well, you're affirming for what you want. Okay, you're not just wishing and hoping that you're throwing something out there and it's going to come to you. Okay, you're in that knowing that it's mine, and spirit is guiding it to you. Okay, these spirit folk with their lanterns, it always reminds me like landing a plane. Okay, it's like directing it in. Okay, for him to show up how you want him to, offering you love. Okay, so this is showing that in his feelings, it's coming into his consciousness, into his subconsciousness, okay, for him to act on it. Yeah, okay. So here in his thoughts is, you know, things, this is showing me that things are falling up, going tits up where he is. Okay, things are falling apart where he is because he is thinking about you, thinking about family, especially if he's from that area as well, thinking about you here because it is a reflection. Okay, he is reflecting what you're doing. It's the reflection. This is what you're desiring. So he has to pick up on that. Okay, this is the whole thing about everyone is you pushed out, how you're thinking, who you are believing you are or saying you are, and what you're saying you've got. Okay, I am Yara, who is in a loving, committed, romantic relationship with SP. Okay, what have I got? A happy, healthy, harmonious relationship. Okay. Yeah, him coming forward, speaking his truths. Okay. So stay on your mental diet, okay? Remember, stay on your diet, okay? The changes are coming in for what you want here, for what you've been wanting. Remember, there's always movement. Even if you can't see the movement, there is always movement. And the movement is going in the direction of where your dominant thoughts of who you're saying you are and what you're saying you have is. Okay, yeah, ready for your new beginning. Ready for the birth of your new beginning. Okay, so carry on chopping out what's not serving you and only focusing on what you do desire. Okay, 2 death cards here. The end of the old, beginning of the new. Okay. Dream person, head over heels, eyes only for you, thinks the world of you. So again, that's showing me that that connection is there. Okay, we've got hidden. Yes, things are still hidden. Okay, but you will get it within the next 3 months if you stay committed within, not in 3 months, within. Tomorrow is within 3 months. Okay, so Spirit is saying if you stay focused within you, crush on their mind all day, besotted. Okay, so Spirit is saying, look, just trust. Okay. And here with a trip. This is showing me traveling. So he is going to be coming back to your area for you to reunite. Okay, it may not play out. Okay, the bones that Spirit wants you to realize is that if you assume that you are together, then whether it takes, remember, 1 person or 1,000,000 people to make that unfold, your assumption to harden into fact, okay, everybody will play their part. So it could be a relative of his, somebody is getting married, or somebody has passed away, or something connected to his home that makes him travel back, that then you bump into him. Okay, and it may be just a hi at that time, that's fine. Okay, if you haven't seen him for years, okay, it's not going to be, oh my god, I love you. Okay, yes, it can be like that, but more often than not, it is their urge, something happens to bring them back into your consciousness, into your physical world, where you bump into each other and then you stay in that story. Okay, it has to start somewhere in the 3D. Okay, so you keep going. Spirit is saying it's getting into him. Okay, it's subconsciously going in. He's thinking about his homeland. He's thinking about that. Okay, something will happen. Okay, I could give you a million examples of how I've seen it unfold in my life, but trust. Okay, this is coming in. So find one of these. Yeah, I mean, if he's been with anybody else, or you know, in a relationship with anybody else, that's fading out. Okay, there's no love there. And heart-to-heart conversations. Okay, so you're going to be meeting up with him at some point. Okay, remember, when you come out of the desired state, that's when you're in the desired state, you're calm, you're in that knowing, you're feeling relaxed. Okay, you know it's a done deal, you're feeling all the yumminess about it, or you just know it's a done deal. Okay, when you fall out of that state is when you're looking for it, when you're thinking, is this working? Am I doing this right? Nothing's moving. Okay, so you get back into your desired state. Okay. Okay, so again, not sitting there wondering, am I doing this right? Okay, you focus on that loving energy. Okay, remember, it's already done. You're not trying to get there. You're not trying to do anything. You are being there. You are, who am I? Remind yourself throughout the day, who am I? I am Yara, who is in a loving, romantic, committed relationship with SP. Okay, what do I believe I have? What do I have? Everything. I've got everything I want. If I desire it, I've already got it. So you are, again, energetically calling it to you. Energetically calling your desire to you. Energetically. He's not looking at the empty box. You're not looking at the empty box on the floor of what you don't have. You're calling your desire to you. Energetically within first. Okay? Again, not waiting for it. Okay, releasing anything that's not serving you, because remember, you're like this lighthouse. Your light that you're shining, the energetic frequency you're shining out is what you're going to attract back. So release anything, like any doubts, like, am I wasting my time? Is this stupid of me or whatever? Okay, it's already done. You've done more than enough. You've already been in that feeling state. Remember, it only takes 17 seconds to feel like that, and you've already felt that yumminess of you being together several times. So it's already done. Okay, it was already done when you desired it, the second you desired it. But you have to keep choosing that new script. Okay, moment to moment when you think about it. And if you do doubt, if you do fall out of the state, you put yourself back in that state. The state is still there. Okay, you haven't lost anything. The state is still there. Remember, the Eiffel Tower is in Paris. It's not in London. If you go out of France into the UK, then you drive back to France where the Eiffel Tower is. Okay? Who are you saying you are? And who are you being in your imagination? Okay, again, the hunger. Which wolf are you feeding? Which wolf is getting big and fat? Well, dominantly, you're feeding the wolf that's bringing you what you want. Okay, the yummy wolf. So keep feeding that wolf. Okay, you're in your power. Stay in your power. Keeping your thoughts in alignment to what your heart desires. Here, okay? Right. 6, 12, 18, nearly 3 hours. Right. Okay. I don't think anybody else has paid. Let me just go and check. So I think we can call it the end of the session. So again, Yara Spirit is just saying it's already done. Allow it to unfold. Okay. Remember, everything comes back within. So when you're looking at the 3D, you've fallen out of that state. Okay. You just gently put yourself back into it. You haven't got to start again from scratch. The state is already there. Your perfect relationship where he loves and adores you is already there. So going back to it, I am, I feel, start to come into the feeling of it. I feel bliss. I feel safe and secure. I feel loved and cherished by him. I feel so in love with him. Come in, start bringing in some of that now. Okay. Not just affirming blindly. Okay. Yeah. I feel him with me. Okay. As well. I know you do. You've done enough. Allow it to unfold. It's unfolding. Okay, from this reading and the last few, it's unfolding. Okay, allow it to come in. Stay in your power. Keep only feeding the wolf that you want to see get fat and full. Okay, and keeping your thoughts in balance with what your heart desires, as if you already had it. Okay, just gently releasing anything that is not serving you. Okay. Right then, my lovelies, I will leave that with you. You're welcome, my lovelies. Thank you, Addison. Thank you to all of you who had readings. Don't forget, if any of you are still listening, you can timestamp it. Okay, it's all about, all of these readings are energetic readings to help you shift your mindset and your energy, which is your thoughts and feelings, in the alignment of what you desire. Remember, if you desire something, it is yours. You don't have to try and get it. You don't have to fix anything. You don't have to change yourself. You don't have to do anything but drop the old story that you keep repeating that is not in alignment with what your heart desires. Okay, remember who you believe you are. What you believe you have is what you will get 100%. Okay, so remind yourself. If you're wanting a specific person and you're in separation, stop seeing it as separate. If you keep, yeah, but they're not with me, they're in no contact, they've ghosted me, we're separated, they're an ex, you are keeping it in separation. You're keeping yourself in separation. You're causing a time delay. Okay, you have to do it all within before you see it reflected back in 3D. It's there for you to have. You cannot desire something that is not meant for you. So if you desire more money, if you desire a beautiful house, if you desire a perfect job, if you desire a parking space, whatever you desire, your perfect body, perfect health, everything that you desire is yours. Bam, as soon as you desire it. What keeps it from you is where you keep focusing. What you focus on grows. Okay, and you're not going to see your 3D change if you haven't changed within. Even if you're one of my, regulars who is affirming and scripting till your arm falls off or visualizing, but you are still operating out of the state of separation and lack or distance or time. You are not in the state where you have your desire, because you would be feeling at peace, you would be feeling calm, you would be in that knowing that it's yours. Okay, even though you're not seeing it. Remember, it's not a case of when I see it, I will believe it. You have to believe it and see it within first before you see it in the physical. The 3D is just the mirror. Okay, I'll leave this with you. Love you all. Love and light.